Excuse me. Could I have just a moment of your time? No offense, but I want to get to know the real you. Like, the real you. No offense. No offense. If you have a moment, I would like to get to know the real you. The real you. No offense. The real you. The real you. No offense. Welcome back to the No Offense Podcast, guys. We've definitely got a treat for you today. Do me a favor as you come in, please do hit the share button, tap somebody and say, hey, guys, that crazy guy is back on with another great guest. Today we actually have Singh on the show, man. For those of y'all who might be living under a rock, she's actually on the cover of the No Offense magazine for fall 2023. So it's definitely a treat to have her on the podcast today. We're going to get to know all about her. For those of you guys who might not be aware of who she is, we'll definitely solve that problem by the end of this interview. So like as always, man, we're going to ask that you please go ahead and hit the share button one more time for me. Show some love for Miss Singh as we bring her through. And we're going to get some of those questions answered. Don't be shy. Get in the comments. And if you've got enough time, you know what I'm saying, we'll visit them and see if we can get some of those questions answered for you as well. So here we go. Sam.
Hello. It is me, Singh.
Thank you so much again for agreeing to be on the podcast today. I definitely know you're a very busy person. It's an honor, definitely a privilege to have you on today. And I'm going to try to make sure that we don't make any waste of your time, if that's cool.
All right, here we go. I'm here. You're here. We look good.
There you go. At least one of us does. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for again gracing the podcast with your presence. Let's go ahead and get started. I always say every great story, you have to lay that foundation. We have to know who you are and where you came from. So where did you grow up, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, wow. Okay, so came from India when I was very small. Lived in Michigan. Realistically, grew up in a mixture of Florida and Kentucky. So I want to say that I had this long-term love triangle with Florida and Kentucky. I can't really name which one is my home state.
Gotcha. So you've had the hot and the cold. Which one do you like better?
Listen, almost 30 years and I can't decide.
Hey, well, at least you had the chance to experience both. You said you moved when you were small. When's the earliest that you remember coming over, and how was it growing up as a child, like adjusting, especially since you had to do all the moving?
Well, the port for Southeast Asian people for when I came in was Detroit. So that was a lot of black and brown people. And then South Florida, Central Florida, let's just say Florida, has a lot of diversity in it. So I would feel like none of those memories were super shocking. But I can definitely remember when we moved north to the middle of Kentucky, and I'm looking around. And that was a thing for me growing up. Like, mommy, there's nobody here that looks like me.
Right. Did that make you nervous, or did it make because trust me, I understand when there's certain places when we walk in and you realize I'm special right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the only person that looks like me, probably has looked like me in a mile. So
it was different when I was a child, but as an adult, I find that to be a great lesson that I had young, because nowadays, as an adult, when I do have bookings in the middle of South Dakota or Illinois or Iowa, then when I walk into a club and I'm the only brown girl, I'm like, okay, I'm used to being the only minority in the room. What's up?
What's up? It's the party is here, right?
Right. So, I mean, I feel like that experience as a child did make me a stronger, well-rounded adult.
Well, definitely thanks. That you were able to break into that as a child and embrace that. Shout out to Shay Scriven who's in the house saying, "Hey guys, appreciate you for tapping in." And definitely hit the share button for us if you can. So we've got so you taking that and adjusting that. Did that help to later on in your life as you chose your different career path? Do you think that was a definitely a positive trait, having that confidence, or do you think sometimes that I mean, is it a hindrance to have too much confidence at all? Ever really? Is it?
No, no, definitely not. And I do find that to be something that built me up for this career as well. And I'm going to say it how it is. I was used to taking shit.
So used to taking shit.
I mean,
Hey,
people want to talk trash, say you're this, say you're that. Well, hell, what's the difference between you calling me the N word or calling me the WHORE word? Oh no, what are you going to do to me now?
all right,
So
right.
it definitely toughened me up to be able to be successful in this industry and not get my feelings hurt.
Gotcha. Again, when did you start modeling? At what age did you get into modeling or into the profession?
I was a late bloomer. So I did do some modeling early on in life. I jumped right into this industry when I turned 18. So I definitely did have a few photo shoots there, but I wouldn't say that I was like gung ho serious into it until I was 22 is when I started featuring. I started dancing before then and I was online 2013, but I didn't get serious about the whole industry until 16. So I
Gotcha.
want to say that since 2016, I've been professional.
How did you well, making the decision to go into the industry, how could you describe that process for me? Like, was it something that you always like, did you know that you were going to go into the industry at 18? You were just waiting for 18?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for that day. I love porn.
No problem. Yeah.
I love it. I have always loved it. Probably should have been watching at that age, but it was one of those. I want to do that. I want to be that girl. She's so pretty. That looks like a lot of fun. I want to do that. And I did. I waited till the day I turned 18 to sign up to a cam site, and I fell in love with it. And I'm still in it, and I have no plans on quitting anytime soon. I'll do it as long as I can.
Well, they say when you do what you love, it's not even work. So, what was there anyone in particular that maybe influenced you from a young age that that you knew? Now, I'm not gonna say from a young age. Obviously, you gotta be careful. But was there somebody who influenced you more than any other person that was like, hey, I want to be like that particular person
Like
when we go
in
into this?
real life, or like a celebrity crush.
Either way, either whichever one's not gonna get anybody in trouble. How about that?
I mean, I guess I didn't really know anyone firsthand before I got into it. Sure, I've had a ton of influential women come into my life since I got into it. So I guess I kind of have to give a shout out to both. So Mia Khalifa, obviously,
Mia
every little
Khalifa.
brown girl ever was like,
I want to do what she's doing.
right. I mean, the glasses,
Right.
Okay, so when you get in, you're like, I want to be like Mia. But there was a moment, and I have photos of this moment. I should have sent you before the show. I'm grinning so big. I met and have spoken to multiple times now. Priya Rai. Priya Rai. Priya Rai. Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
So I met her, and she was telling me about coming up as an Indian actress in this industry. And that was one of the most important conversations she had with me because she was like, and I promised myself if I ever met another Indian performer that was younger than me, I would really like help them and bring them up. And honestly, she's been nothing but great to me. She answers me when I have questions for advice, and I have seen a few of her videos, and she's just a great person and a great performer all in one. So I haven't met Mia. I would love to, but I have to say, Priya, she was one of the few that like actually spoke to me and was like, "I think you'd be good for this. Let me help you."
Wow, well, that is definitely great when when you have those people that have been doing it, who see the talent early on and want to help to mature the talent, for sure. And I'm pretty sure you'll meet Mia before it's all said and done. I'm sure she'll know your name as well. Um, you know,
I hope
um,
so.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. When did you get into, or I'm sorry. Let's go this way. When was your first gig? Or I know you said at 18 you were ready to go gung ho. Was it already like you already had it set up? You just had to turn 18, because we all know how the industry works. You just have to, you know what I'm saying? You can't put your name on the line until 18.
Right, right,
Uh,
right.
or was it like, okay, now I'm 18. Now I got to figure out what I'm gonna do now, kind of type deal. Like,
So I did actually have a friend who I'm not going to name because we fell out a while ago. Well, a long while ago. 18 was too far along. Let's not talk about that.
I
But
got you.
when I turned 18, one of the friends I had at the time, she was a cam girl. So she kind of like, let me show you how this works.
Hmm. What was your
So I,
first? Go
what
ahead.
did
I'm
you
sorry. I'm going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I can ask you after. What were you saying?
Oh, no, no, no. So she helped me make the account. And I think at the time it was really just me and also the boyfriend at the time that we made little cam shows and videos. So I was pretty tame up until the point where I did turn 21 and could go into the strip clubs.
Hmm. Okay, so for those of us who don't know, so you couldn't go in. Oh yeah, because you can't go into strip clubs until you're 21, right? I forgot. So they have different age ages, obviously, everywhere with different standards. 18 some places, 21 other places. Was it 21 where you were living at that particular time? Was that why you had to wait to 21? Because I thought in Florida at one point in time it was like 18, right?
So I was in Kentucky. So it was
Ah,
18 if you went to like a topless, no alcohol bar. But
gotcha.
the full nude, full alcohol strip clubs, those were strictly, and still are to this day, actually. I think we may be at this point 21 only.
Gotcha. So they just want to see ID one time, and then you can go ahead. They got to worry about you no more. They don't have to
Right,
worry.
right. But you got to be
Gotcha.
21. So,
Gotcha. Okay. So, as far as the last gig you did, how did that compare to your first gig? Like, what were the things that you like? If you think about where you were as a person, that at that time, how would you say it differs?
oh my goodness. So the funny thing is, and I'm actually going to give them a little bit of a shout out to here. The last booking that I had, as far as strip clubs go, was the exact same club that booked me the very first time. So
Wow.
this was kind of coincidence. This was not planned for the interview or anything. It just happened to work out that way in my schedule. But yes, my last club that I went to a few months ago was actually the first club I went to. And got booked out as a feature in 16.
Wow. How would you say you feel now as compared to, like, that nervous system of going the first time, or the excitement of first time? Like, and
Oh,
Jelani's in the building as
butterflies,
well. He said, "Yo."
the butterflies. You go in, you're in this big building that's dark, and then there's flashing lights and loud music, and you're looking around at these other girls like, do I look like that? Am I pretty enough to be? What are the other girls gonna think of me when I get up and dance? Because fuck, they're good too. And then you're like, okay, I gotta get my costumes ready. What's my name? Who am I? Where am I from? Because you're gonna answer, hi, my name is Sam Singh. I'm from Florida, and you gotta meet
Yeah.
everybody. So the first time it's like, and you're trying to remember everyone. And you're this person, I need to be on stage here, here, here. And really, I guess the first time you do a feature booking, like, you really don't know what you're doing. I didn't know. Like, 20 minutes before I was supposed to be on stage, I'm freaking the fuck out. And then,
You
like, last time that I went, and I'm gonna be honest about it, and maybe they're gonna be mad. Let's hope not. But I rolled up with my suitcase, like, okay, I need the key to the dressing room. I'm here. it's me again. Where do I need to put my posters, and where's the key to the dress?
Right.
So you got it already planned out in your head. Like, this is my first show, this is my second show, this is my third show, this is the poster that I'm selling tonight. I want my banner here, and I want to put my place cards here. So it's
Oh,
very methodical. It's very calculated after you've done it a few times. But the first time, you're just like, oh my God, people are taking pictures.
gotcha. So now it's more like business. Like, so you know what you're going to do when you arrive, how you want it done. And do they pretty much give you free reign? Like when you show up and you're the feature, do they pretty much let you do what you need to do so that you can set it up the show like you need to set up, or is
It's
it pretty?
this is different based on what club you go to. Like, and you've been to strip clubs. There's your little hometown clubs, and they don't have quite the stats or the room. Even I've been in clubs that were in a trailer or like had gravel or dirt floors. Like, they don't have 10 bouncers and a VIP section. They have a stage and a bar. So you get up there and you make it work. And then sometimes you go into this club that is in a literal warehouse. This happened in Houston, in a warehouse, and they have like bodyguards for you, and they've got people that are sweeping your stage, and a champagne room host bringing you bottles and cameramen to take pictures. So it varies from where you're at and what's going on.
Oh man, that definitely sounds like the life for sure. So I also understand that you're a journalist as well. When did you discover that talent?
Oh, that was something that I thought I was going to do when I was younger. Never knew it would be in the adult industry, but I did always want to write. I did competitively write. I've actually been published a few times under my government name, so that's nice. But
we Go ahead.
now I almost exclusively, when I do write, it's only for this industry.
I got you. What well, you actually just answered one of my questions. I was gonna say, what's your favorite thing to write about? But I think you just pretty much let me know. What would be your dream shoot? Like, because we all know, for those of y'all who don't know, Sam actually is her set is gonna be the No Offense magazine. Y'all make sure you gotta pick that up. It's an amazing set. I can't put enough words on how beautiful the set is. It's very uh inspiring, very intriguing. It's very creative. You can definitely see the mind behind the. Shout out to your photographer and you, who did a great job as well. But you could tell they definitely had a vision, and you guys definitely put together that vision. What would be your dream shoot, or what inspired the shoot? You know what I'm saying, that you did as well for the
For
magazine.
that one, for the one that's coming out, I bought a cabin in the middle of the woods in Kentucky. Okay, so a lot of my property is forest, so like literal national forest registered. So the leaves were changing colors. It was orange, it was red, it was beautiful, and I had this. Okay, this is honesty time. Oh my God, what the fuck is this dress? Like, the top is elastic bands and the bottom is this big floofy red tulle thing, and it snaps together with metal clasps. So, like, I can't conceivably get on a stage and dance in this. And if I stand up straight, like, there's no way to get it to lay right in any position ever. Something's going to be bouldering, something's wrong. So it's like not a dress you could wear out to be seen in real life. This was obviously for photos.
Right.
So I was like, so this dress actually kind of matches the leaves in my backyard. So it was around fall last year. So I've been hanging on to these photos for a year now, but before they got posted. But yeah, so I wanted to have like the apple, like be kind of snow whitey, but at the same time, I'm dark complected, so I wanted the dark eyeliner and the black hair straightened down, and have the apple and the red dress and the hat, and it just kind of became a storyline from like a girl goes into the woods in this pretty dress, and then she eats the apple, and then she's laying on the ground, and in the last image she's dead. Like, So I feel like the whole set is a story of going into the woods and just your fairy tale
Man,
for the fall.
what's crazy about it is, like you said, you took this shots a year ago. When we were when I was trying to come up with the theme for this issue, and Jelani can attest to this, and my other my designer that's helping work on it. I told him, I was like, I don't know how to explain it other than I'm trying to capture all the elements of fall, and all I kept seeing were leaves. And I was like, I don't want everybody just taking pictures with a bunch of leaves.
But
Like,
yeah, that
like
is what I get though.
no, but it's just what it is that the way the coloring and the way that you were posing all of them was exactly what I had in mind. And it was crazy because when I say it was spit on, it was like I kept I was like, man, I don't know how I want to explain this to you guys, but once I see it, like I was, I either have to create a color palette or I'm gonna have to, try to just. And then I saw you, I got to talking with you, and you sent me photo. I was like, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Like I don't know where. Like this is exactly what I was trying to show you guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You completely like was in tune with
It
where
was
it is that we're
the
going.
like Snow White, dead girl, glamour, red lace that's torn up, and it was just one of my more artistic moments where you're not going to be able to sell that as porn. It's not sexy in the sense of like, oh, I'm going to jerk off to this. This is like sexy in art.
Facts. It's very artsy. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a very I think that's probably we appreciate it as well. It was just the creativity of it in general, and the vision that you guys had and how you were able to capture it. So because you are in the adult industry, what are some of the stereotypes that you get? Like we were talking about earlier, and I thought you were actually going to go into it earlier when you said that you hear a lot, because I'm sure that's one of the things that being a model in the industry. Do you get a lot of stereotypes, or is it something that you deal with on the daily? Just I'd imagine.
God, I feel like the dumb one, that one comes up far too often.
Hmm.
That one it bothers me. Like, oh, you must be dumb because you're a stripper, you do porn. It's like, actually, I did go to college and I have had big girl jobs in my life. It's just not what I want to do. So that one is painful sometimes, especially when people ask you, well, are you going to go to college? Well, I did and I graduated. So thank you.
What did you study? What did you major in?
I thought I was going to be a doctor at one point, so I majored in biology. I did finish out my degree in biology. I also have a degree in general science.
That is what's up. That's awesome. So I mean, like, okay, because technically, I mean, you have the credentials to be a scientist. Is that one of the things that you've done? I would like is that education that you use elsewhere? Like,
I did. I worked on a cardiology floor in Lexington, Kentucky at one of the hospitals.
oh, that's
I,
pretty dope.
I did work for a while with my big girl job, but it just wasn't for me. And I'm not talking trash about it. It's just not my thing.
Right, right. No, definitely want you. You got one life to live. You should definitely, try to fulfill it or do what makes you feel fulfilled. What are some things you want to accomplish in the next 5 years?
So I would really like my own media as far as this industry goes. And your show is the first one that's heard me say this. I have thought about maybe having my own magazine and print or something, but that sounds weird coming from me to you who is actively doing it.
Hey,
But
if I could.
I did work for a few adult magazines, and I thought about trying to get in with Playboy or make my own like porn magazine that's for the cam girls, you know.
Okay. Well, any way that I can help point you in the right direction, help me. Just reach out. You know what I'm saying? You're doing us a favor with just like again gracing the platform for the interview. So like I said, and everybody can attest. If I could put you in the right direction, just reach out and let me know, and I'll be glad to share with you what I've got to this point if they could be of any help.
Then
You
I
know what I'm
have
saying?
then I have my little pipe dream.
No pun intended. What's
My,
that?
my little pipe dream is to have a little dog shelter and train and groom at the same time.
Wow. That's do you have any experience training animals?
Well, see, okay, we're gonna show you off since you want to sit in my lap. I decided it'd be a good idea to get a miniature schnauzer.
Aw,
And
nah,
the
she's beautiful.
amount of grooming that goes into keeping these dogs looking like this is ridiculous. Isn't that right?
Is she long hair where she doesn't shed where you have to cut her?
No shedding. He is completely hypoallergenic, does not shed at all. So he gets a bath at least every 2 or 3 days and has to have a full shave and groom once a week.
Wow, once a week. Yeah, that's crazy. I got a Yorkie. I think once a week would kill me. Because he doesn't like the grooming. He doesn't do it. Like he doesn't sit still. He doesn't like to participate. Do you run into that issue as well?
No, now, I guess with this breed in particular, now that we're on dogs, they have to be used to getting groomed because of their really long beards
Hmm.
and all the hair that's in their ears. So eventually, they've done it so many times. You turn on the shower and they're like,
Here we go.
"Hmm." They're not happy about it, but they sit there and deal with it.
They're like, well, we might as well get it on over with.
And I was like, oh my goodness, I could open up my own little like dog shelter and adopt all the dogs that need homes and open up a grooming place.
Well, it looks like you definitely got the room now that you got the forest and the things like that. So I mean, you just got to figure out a way to kind of pin them up a little
Porn
bit where they can't run too
magazine.
far.
Porn magazine at night, dog groomer during the day.
Hey, doing the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? So, Sam, is there anything that's coming up, that we should be aware of that you would like people to know of? Obviously, the magazine, but is there anything else that we should, be aware of?
There is one thing, but tell me to what grade of explicit can I get on here?
Oh, this is the No Offense podcast, so you can say whatever the fuck you like. Excuse my language.
I 1 month ago did my first like romantic scene.
What? Okay, how'd that go?
So all of my videos, if any of the people on here have watched my stuff, I'm pretty hardcore. Bang bang bang, get it done.
What?
Stretch it open, look inside, have a good time.
I,
So I just did like my first slow romantic making out, making love scene.
gotcha.
And it was life changing for me.
Really, really, did you fall in love with the love?
Honestly, the other talent, I've worked with her for a long time. I've seen her at so many other expos, and she's been doing the adult industry thing for years. She's been on the cover of Playboy, and she's been on the cover of FHM too, I do believe. But so it's a girl. It's one of the lesbian romance films, and the eye contact, like I feel like I was blushing, and when she was on top of me, like she was looking right into my soul, and it was like weirdly seductive, and at the same time, like move your leg here, that way the camera can get here. It's like I said, I'm not used to that. I'm used to like get in there, let's go, and then it's like so slow and
Okay, okay, okay.
it blew my mind. And I can't wait to see the finished project. It is still being edited, but I have to say that is probably my most artistic, beautiful work I've done, especially if you like watching girl videos. Who doesn't?
Right. One thing that everybody likes, right? But let me
But
ask.
I think I'm blushing now. I'm personally proud of that. I feel like that was a big deal for me just because I think I actually like felt something in my mind beyond like, okay, where's the light? Where's the camera? Let's do this. It was like oh, I'm actually kind of fucking into this.
Can I ask, like, how often does that happen? I mean, with you being an actress, and I mean, we know that there's a business, and you have a fantasy that you're selling. Um, does is every time real, or is it just business at times, or are you able to differentiate? Are you able to separate? Is it all the same? What's up?
Nothing is ever the same as any other experience, and I'm going to go ahead and preface it with that. Every experience is unique. I have had videos that, oh my God, I just squirted all over the place, and I didn't actually mean to do that, but let's keep that. And then I've had videos where it's like, please let this be over. There's a few videos of mine I can't even watch myself, and I know I did it, and I know what happened, and I'm just like, God, I don't even want to look at this.
You do you have time for like an adult Q&A right quick, just for another couple of minutes before I let you go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, all right. So, favorite position?
On top if y'all want to come.
Boy, like, what's your favorite boy or girl?
50-50.
50-50. It's
Depends
basically
on the
equal.
day. I want to say I'm one of those rare, genuine 50-50 people. I was engaged to a woman before, and so I could definitely go either way
It just depends on
and be
what the heart
happy.
wants.
Right.
Gotcha. As far as like being in a relationship, does it ever interfere with your business? Does that cause problems in a relationship?
So I actually met my husband in this industry. That's how we met. We worked together. We actually worked together for about a year before we even thought about dating.
And um okay, and that's I guess that's something else as well. Everyone else, I guess, when you have, I guess you're dating, and then maybe at one point you guys decide to have sex. When you're in this industry where your sex work is, I mean, obviously, if your feelings are involved, it's different. But do you find there's that rush to have sex, or do you just knock it out the way? Because I mean, damn, it's in the end. Is it just something that's something that people do? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You
I
get
worked with them, so that part wasn't quite as exciting. But there was like one day that rush. I got the same rush from a Hardy's biscuit.
from Hardy's biscuit, not the same. Oh my, really?
After the club closed one night, and I was a late night. It was a busy night. It was great. And then he's like, "Hey, you want to go to Hardy's breakfast with me?" And I feel like that was probably the first time we had like an in-depth one-on-one without anybody else around talk. So my rush was not the physical. It was definitely just Hardy's biscuit and a conversation.
That's crazy. Hey, but for the mind of a man, to get to hear that from the mind of a woman, it's like a Hardy's biscuit. Really? That's. Hey, but if that did it for at the time for you,
You've already seen everything I have to offer.
right, which is not a problem. It's just it's just funny. You like, yeah, that Hardy's biscuit was it for me. You know what I'm
But
saying?
me in my pajamas with a Hardy's biscuit, and you still wanted to talk to me?
That did it. That was it. It was go time. I'm not even mad at you. Is there a favorite that you like working with in the industry? I mean, if you can't, like, is there a favorite that's not your husband that you like working in the industry? If you can say that, I don't want to get nobody in
Oh,
trouble.
yes, I do. My girl. So I do a lot of girl, if you figured that out yet. Sassy Cassie. I got to give her a shout. You got to get her on here.
Sassy Cassie, if she's down, I'm with it. You got to hook it up for me.
She is the world's smallest stripper.
Have I met her?
Probably.
She's what she's. I think I might have met her actually. I was in Clearwater last year around March. And did she hang with the gang?
She does bookings regularly. She was probably down there. I don't know.
Okay. Good. I wonder. Jelani knows Jelani will be able to let me know if this is who I'm thinking of. I'm not sure, but I think I might know if she hangs with Tati and the gang. I might know who she is.
I feel like they probably know each other,
Okay.
but I can't quote you on that.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a lot of fun. We've done bookings together. We've done two girl shows on stage live, and we've done videos behind lights and cameras together. We've done music videos, the whole thing. She's a lot of fun to work with, and definitely my favorite.
Awesome. Awesome. How did you feel after your first scene?
Our first scene was wild. Are you talking about mine and hers?
I'm talking about you give me that one and your very first scene. I mean, obviously you're a professional at this point. You're in the industry, like, but just going in it and not sure if where future holds. Like, how did you feel after that first scene and your first scene with Sassy Cassie?
My first scene ever. We look back in those videos, and it's embarrassing, right? Like, I don't even think I had a proper umbrella or a proper light ring. I feel like this was a light bulb that we had made an aluminum foil dish to go behind, and we're like, "This is gonna work." But yeah, everybody starts somewhere. So,
Right.
and the mattress was on the ground, and like the camera, you can kind of see the dude's one nipple here, and then there's the dick and then me. It's like, why did we even put the mattress on the floor? Why? Who? Why did we do this?
He like, I just want to get all the copies of them, just bury them somewhere.
The video quality is grainy. The sound is there's not even sound, and this is the complaint in the comment section on Pornhub. If you ever look at those, don't do it for your own mental health.
So don't do it for your
We put music and cut the original audio out. So there's people complaining like just before you watch this video, know that it is not sound. It is some horrible royalty free classical.
man. Hey, like you said, you got to start somewhere. Like,
Let me slice some dick to some piano. Okay.
Mozart. That's
So it's
crazy.
really bad. It's really bad.
That is crazy. Have you ever had a situation where you thought like maybe you were a little bit more advanced in your freakiness than the person that you were shooting with? Like oh, well, so is there set rules like when you before you start like, hey, we're not doing this or we're doing this,
Like,
or is
yeah,
it
I
pretty
do.
much
You
like
do the consent rule that stands. And I feel like, honestly, for people in our industry, we're better about asking and communicating than people that are just having fun to have fun. I do feel like
right?
our industry is pretty good about boundaries and, hey, let's do this, or hey, let's not do this. So,
So that's
but
pretty much like, is that a conversation you guys have like right before you shoot, or is that like because I don't know if that's like a mood killer, like, hey, before we start, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, but we'll do this, or is it
I
like leading up to
talk
the event?
about it days prior because, I mean, before you even meet up, you have to, we got to coordinate outfits. Are we doing our makeup the same? Are we? What is the theme here? Are we going to make a script? Is there going to be a plot? So it is talked about days in advance.
Gotcha. I thank you for answering all these questions. They're probably like, yo, what the hell? And listen, I'm trying to give y'all opportunity to answer some questions in the comments. I even went along longer. And so if you didn't ask, you know what I'm saying, you missed out. I definitely thank Miss Sam for coming through. Miss Sam saying for blessing our cover, for blessing the platform. And we got Lonnie in the building. He said, shout out to you for being in the video last year as
I
well.
love that video. I do. I love it.
Industry Freak went hard. Yeah, it definitely was a banger. And you did your thing in that one as well, for sure.
Hey, that's like, you should play a clip of it right now.
Man, I would, but we get hit with copyright. And you guys some tricks. I will say this though. Please go look up my guy Jelani May's Industry Freak video. If you're watching this right after you get off of this, you need to go check out Industry Freak. It's available on YouTube. Type in Lonnie May's Industry Freak. That way my dog can get to play. You understand what I'm saying? And that way he can help for his monetization for sure. Shout
And
out
being
to
a song.
and she's in a thong. See, they already left, Sam. They already left. God damn it, Sam. You should have told us. You shouldn't have said it yet. They already left to go see it. But no, it's definitely has been a privilege. Sam, do me one more favor and give out your links for those who are able to go view, man, and definitely want to see more of you.
So, xsamsingx.com for my main website, xsamsingx on my Twitter, OnlyFans. My Instagram at the moment is Samsung TV because they deleted X Samsung X. But really, if you just go into your browser and type xsamsingx.com, you can find everywhere I'm at.
There it is, guys. Go ahead and show the love, show support. Sam, I definitely appreciate you again. And hopefully we get to work with you in the future. Until next time, though, stay blessed, stay positive, keep doing what you're doing, and the world is
Thank
watching.
you, thank you, thank you.
No problem. You take care.
You as well.
All right, guys, that does conclude our interview with Miss Sam Singh, that you'll be able to catch again in the No Offense magazine on just released September 15th, 2023. Go check out her links if you're old enough. If you're not, I'm not going to tell you to do that. But if you are, you need to go check her out. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely an awesome individual, as you can see in the interview. And pick it up and see what you go. We'll see what you'll find in the magazine. Like we always say, guys, don't wait on the world to change when you can be the one to change the world. I have been Mr. No Offense. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Do me a favor, hit the share button before you leave. And until next time, be easy. Peace. Out.